So after Natasha Akpoti go International Parliament Union for America, go report Godswill Akpabio and the Nigerian Senate, the president of the International Parliament Union said that they cannot judge until they have heard from the Nigerian Senate and from Godswill Akpabio. So you know what Nigerian Senate did? They sent Kafilat Ogbara. Bila said she'd already did America, so it's easy for her to just go represent us. So they sent her to go and explain their part of the story to the International Parliament Union. In case you don't know, Kafilat Ogbara is the House of Rep member representing Koshofel Federal Constituency, which happens to be in my constituency because I get information when I want to give her. Before that, let me play you this video. Yeah.
I've been mandated by the Nigerian National Assembly to present a response to Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan's speech delivered yesterday at the 69th session of the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women. In response to the call by the President of the Interparliamentary Union, IPU Right Honorable Tulia Axen, to hear both sides of the matter, I have received a letter from the Nigerian Senate in my capacity as the chairman of the House Committee on Women Affairs and Social Development of our Parliament in Nigeria, and the parliamentarian representing Nigeria at this conference. In the spirit of transparency and fairness, I now wish to read this letter from the Senate in its entirety, and it is crucial that all perspectives are heard and that all aspects of the situation are duly considered. And the next voice you'll be hearing from here will be the voice of the Senate leader of the Senate, Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, CON, the leader of the Senate, Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So let's hear what they have to say.
Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan was suspended for gross misconduct and unruly behavior, and not as a result of allegation of sexual harassment or assault. The authority of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria firmly rebukes the deliberate misinformation and false narratives being circulated by certain media organizations regarding the six-month suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan. Let it be unequivocally stated that Senator Uduaghan was suspended solely for a persistent act of misconduct, blatant disregard for the provisions of the Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended, and gross indiscipline. Nothing more, nothing less.
Are you sure?
This is still the voice of the leader of the Senate. It has come to the attention of the Senate that some media reports are attempting to falsely suggest that Senator Uduaghan's suspension was due to allegations of sexual harassment.
Was it not?
This is completely untrue, misleading, and a calculated attempt to distort the facts. If Senator Uduaghan had strictly followed our guiding principles, the Senate would have treated her petition based on merit in line with its practice, but she never obeyed the established practices of the institution where she was serving. The facts of the suspension. This is still the voice of the Senate leader.
I like the way she did tell them.
Senator Uduaghan's suspension was a decision of the committee of the whole Senate. Following the submission of a report by the chairman of the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges. The report found her guilty of violating sections 6.1 and 6.2 of the Senate rules and recommended her immediate suspension. The disciplinary action was a response to her repeated violations of legislative decorum, including 1. Refusing to sit in our assigned seat during plenary on the 25th February 2025, despite multiple pleas from the leadership and other ranking senators.
All right.
An act of open defiance and disorderly conduct.
Okay.
2. Speaking without being recognized by the presiding officer in clear violation of parliamentary practices and procedures on the 25th February 2025.
That's the second reason.
3. Engaging in unruly and disruptive behavior, obstructing the orderly conduct of Senate proceedings.
Okay.
4. Making abusive and disrespectful remarks against the leadership of the Senate. 5. Defying and refusing to comply with the summons of the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges mandated to investigate cases of misconduct.
Okay.
These actions represented a direct challenge to the authority of the Senate and a violation of the Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended that govern the business of the Senate and the conduct of its members.
Okay.
The disciplinary measure was therefore necessary and justified to restore order and uphold the integrity of the Senate of the country's foremost democratic institution.
All right.
This is still the voice of the leader of the Senate.
Okay.
On the petition and allegations, contrary to the false claims being circulated, Senator Uduaghan was not suspended for making any sexual harassment or for submitting a petition.
Okay.
Her petition was rightfully discountenanced because it failed to meet the clear and established procedural requirements for submitting petitions to the Senate.
All right.
The rules of the Senate apply to all members without exception.
Okay.
And no petition, regardless of its subject, can be considered if it does not follow due process.
Noted.
To suggest that a suspension was linked to a petition is not only a distortion of facts, but an intentional and malicious attempt to mislead the public. This is still the voice of the leader of the Senate.
Tell us.
Condemnation of misleading media reports. The Senate strongly condemns the irresponsible and unethical reporting by some media organizations that have deliberately twisted the facts to suit a false narrative. This coordinated misinformation campaign is nothing more than an attempt to politicize a disciplinary action that was strictly based on clear violations of Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended.
Are you sure?
It is reckless, misleading, and a disservice to the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the whole world who deserve truthful and factual reporting. We therefore urge all foreign correspondents and responsible media houses to correct these misrepresentations and avoid propagating falsehood that undermine the integrity of Nigeria's legislative process.
Noted.
This is still the voice of the leader of the Senate. Conclusion. The Senate remains committed to upholding discipline, order, and parliamentary ethics. No senator, I repeat, no senator, regardless of status, gender, or political affiliation, is above the rules of the Senate.
Okay.
Senator Uduaghan's suspension was a direct consequence of her actions and nothing else.
Not because she's a woman.
We urge the public and the media to disregard any false reports suggesting otherwise and to always seek the truth before spreading politically motivated narratives.
All right.
Signed, Senator Bamidele Opeyemi, CON, leader of the Senate,
okay.
Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
All right, you're very welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what she's clearly saying here, in case you don't understand, is that the reason why Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan was suspended is, one, she not going to go and sit. Two, she distorts proceedings at the Senate. 3, she made disrespectful comments. 4, when I invite her come, the Committee of Ethics and Privileges should not recall. Those are some of the reasons they counted. So her petition is not the reason why she was suspended. I'm sure we all know this. But be that as it may, Bad Belle is part of the reason why she was suspended. The beef, the verse for her. Because according to the Senate rules, you cannot suspend a senator more than 40 days. So how come she's been suspended for 6 months? Now, because now Senate president, she follow quarrel. So Bad Belle is part of the reasons why they are suspending her that late. You see, in this matter, the both parties are wrong. Natasha is wrong. The entire Senate is wrong. Now, Natasha submitted a petition, say they wanted the toaster. When I dropped the petition the first time, throw it out of the window, and I said she not doing well. She have submitted another one and she did it properly. That was on the day when she was suspended. Since that day, nobody don't talk about that one. We are waiting. We are waiting. Because people will talk about that one. It's better we look at that one than if there's no merit, we throw it out, than to ignore it totally. It will not be fair. As for Natasha, your talk and lie don't be too plenty. You go IP, you go to say, I have nowhere else to go to. Who told you? We all know that you have many other places to go to. For example, you have the court of law to go to. Some people will say, she cannot get justice in the court of law. Do you know that according to INEC, Natasha lost her election? She got to the Senate through the court of law. So if she could get justice there, why do we think she will not get justice on this one? As for the suspension, Natasha actually got a court order preventing that suspension, and they went ahead and suspended. I expected her to have gone back to court to get the court to upturn that suspension. I don't know why she's running to America to report Nigeria to the whole world, but it's all right.